Hi everyone, welcome back to another reading vlog. I know it's been 2 to 3 weeks since I've uploaded a reading vlog. I uploaded like a different video, just like talking and unboxing K-pop albums. My birthday was 2 days ago, so I enjoyed that, had a bunch of fun, got some good gifts. But today is a very special reading vlog. Only going to feature one book, and it's my most anticipated book of 2025. The time has come to read it. I've finished, well, I still have one book that I'm currently reading, but that's for book club, so it's not gonna like interrupt my reading of this. So my most anticipated book of 2025 is Katabasis by R.F. Kuang. You know her, you love her, R.F. Kuang. So I have read 4 other books by R.F. Kuang. I started with the Poppy War trilogy and fell in love with it. It was so good. Then I read Babel like 2 months ago. Again, 5 stars. So all 4 books I read by her have been 5 stars. I have not read Yellowface, just because it's not really my genre, but you know. So when she announced she was coming out with a new book in August, end of August, I was like, okay, obviously most anticipated book of the year. So I got it towards the middle of September, I think. So it's just been waiting. So, and obviously I got the edition with sprayed edges. I never go out of my way to get the sprayed edges in books. And also on the inside, there's like the inside cover, there's little drawings and stuff. So let me tell you about the premise. Think Alice in Wonderland combined with Dante's Inferno, or like the Divine Comedy. Simplified is like Alice in Wonderland in hell. So I'm intrigued. So growing up, I loved Alice in Wonderland. Like that was one of my special interests. I consumed everything Alice in Wonderland. So this is definitely intriguing. I have not read the Divine Comedy or Dante's Inferno. I know a bit about it, but it's nothing I've like delved into, but it's not like it's required reading for this. It's not a prerequisite or anything. But so this is this doesn't look that big, but it's about like 550 pages. I did take the dust jacket off, which I never do. So I thought the inside was so pretty. And here she comes. It's Calypso. Oh, and there she's on the camera. Okay, so reading goals. So don't know if you saw, I have like little tabs set. This is like every 100 pages. I'm probably gonna go back and do like every 50, just for like little goals, not like daily goals, but just to see how far I've read, you know. So I'll do that. Other things happening in this vlog. That's the only book I'm going to be focusing on because it deserves its own vlog, I feel like. One other thing I should mention about this book, though, is it's been getting mixed reviews online. Like, I follow other booktubers on YouTube and TikTok, but mainly YouTube. So 3 out of like the 5 that I follow have read Katabasis. 2 have not enjoyed it. They gave it like 2 stars out of 5. 1 has loved it and gave it 5 out of 5 stars. So really mixed reviews. So I'm excited to see where I stand with it. I have not seen any spoilers whatsoever. The videos I watched of it were completely spoiler free. So I know very little about it. It's just like dark academia, but they're going to hell to save their professor, who presumably has passed away, and they're trying to like save his soul. I think the main character, her name is Alice, and then I think the other guy's name is Peter. Don't know what the professor's name is, but yeah, I'm excited to get into it. I will record myself and I will give you as many reading updates as I can. I'll try to do some hobby stuff, but let's just get into it. I'm so excited for this. A little bit scared, but mainly excited, so let's get to reading. Let's go. Okay, so I'm back just extremely quickly to tell you a little bit more context for this book. I've read literally one page, but she sets up the exposition quite quickly. So it takes place in Cambridge, October. Main character's name is Alice. The professor's name is Jacob Grimes, and immediately when I read Grimes, I thought of Rick and Carl from The Walking Dead. So I'm just going to picture Rick Grimes from now on. So hope that's okay. And so there was a gruesome accident that killed the professor. And from a certain point of view, it was her fault. So she has to go to hell to beg for his soul back, because without the professor, she has no committee chair. And without the committee chair, she cannot defend her dissertation, graduate, or apply successfully for a tenure-track job in analytic magic. So she has to beg for his life back from King Yama the Merciful, ruler of the underworld. So, more exposition. I'm going to read more. Just wanted to give you a bit more context. Hi, welcome to the first update. I made it to exactly page 100, so, which is like 18% through the book. It is I stopped at the beginning of chapter 7. So what's been happening so far is Peter and Alice, they made it to hell. They go through like 2 different areas, had some funny exchanges. They had to have a sleep, have a meal, and so then it's time for them to enter like the first circle of hell, which is Pride. And Pride is a library. So they go in and they're like, this isn't as bad as it, as we were expecting. And so they're just trying to figure out what to do to get to the next circle of hell, because it becomes obvious Professor Grimes is not there. So they are just trying to get through it without like bickering, and it's clear that they both still have rough feelings with each other, like when they were taking a break, like having a snack and stuff. Like Peter said something that he shouldn't have to Alice. She got mad, and then she said something she shouldn't have said back. So their past is very slowly being revealed to us, and the past of Professor Grimes as well. Like, what could he have done to get him into a certain circle of hell? Because they don't know what circle he's going to be in, right? So they're trying to think where would he fit the best. So that's really interesting. I'm having a good time so far. Almost 20% of the way in. Really liking it. I do have a few annotations. It's hard to see because the spines are colored, but so I made a little bit of progress. I have a few annotations, but it is going well. So I'm going to try, let's see, how many pages are there exactly? There's like 540. So I will probably try and catch up like every 50 to 100 pages. We'll see, depending on how long the video is going to be. But so I'm going to go and read more because it just started to rain outside, so it's perfect cozy reading weather. So gonna do that, and then we'll see where we're at. Okay, good morning. It's been 2 to 3 days. I haven't done much reading, honestly, so I don't have any updates to give you, but it's time for Christmas decorations. I've put almost all of my fall decorations away. One thing I have left is this garland right here, so I'll put that up. I actually have very few Christmas decorations. I'm not a big Christmas decorator. I'm more of a fall decorator, so we might have to go out to the store. I've been to Hobby Lobby, I've been to Home Goods, I've been to Target. So I'm just gonna put up what I have and see what I might need. So put my tree up, put up some more stuff. It won't take me very long, honestly. The longest will be decorating the tree, but my tree is very small and it's a bit wonky, so I'll show you stuff as I get it done, and then we'll see if I need to go out and get some more stuff. Okay, so here's how the tree is looking. You can tell it's a little bit at the top. Like, why does it go over to the left like that? But that's just how it is, so it's unique looking. So it's a small tree, got the tree skirt. Look at some of the ornaments. Got a lot of like balloon animal cats. Suitcase, skull, hot Cheetos, video game controller, some angels. So I do think I need a few more ornaments, but I'm happy with how it looks so far. That took like 10 minutes, so let's put the rest of the decorations up. So I got the Christmas garland set up. It's just really simple. I didn't want anything that was like too overly Christmassy. I am not really into that, so there's that. I forgot I had just got beads for the tree, so I haphazardly put them over the ornaments, so it's wonky, but you know what, it works. And then my very few Christmas decorations, we got the bird from Target, got this little Christmas tree, this little guy, nutcracker, a mug, like a gnome nutcracker, and then nativity scene without baby Jesus because I don't have one. I don't know where baby Jesus went. I don't know if he broke or something, but because this little guy's missing like a horn. But yeah, there's no baby Jesus in the box, so yeah, I have to buy one, I guess. So yeah, that's all my Christmas decorations. I definitely think I do need to get some more because it's looking a little bit sad, and maybe something for like outside my door. So in a bit we might go to a store and look, but I don't know. But I do also have some dish towels, so like this one has a calico cat on it, like Calypso, and then just like a Christmas box decoration. So there's that. So I don't know, I think it looks nice, so we'll see. Hey, it's the next day. I did a lot of reading. I read 100 pages in one sitting, and I got the Christmas tree back there, so you can see that. I did do some more Christmas shopping, but nothing like major, so it is what it is. But, so let's talk about where I'm in Katabasis. I have made it to page 200. I can't remember what chapter that is, but it's like 30% of the way through the book. So what's really going on, and what I think the majority of the story, the rest of it's going to be like, is, you know, they went through the first circle of hell, so they're just trying to get to the king of hell, right? So they have to go through every single circle of hell. They have to go through every stage, every like riddle, every puzzle. So they are going through a lot of trials and tribulations. There's like these animals made out of chalk that are trying to attack them occasionally. There's riddles that they have to solve. They have to put their trust in one another. There's the river in hell that they have to stay away from, because if they go into it, all their memories will be erased, so they have to deal with that. So they're really just trying to figure out where they need to go. So they went through greed. They went through lust. And now I believe, no, wait. They went through pride, because pride was a library. And then they went through lust. And now I believe they are at greed, which I think greed is like a bridge, because people are like jumping off of it. So that's what that is. That's where I'm at right now. It's, again, I'm having a great time. It's easy to read. I know, because I know all of the people that online said that they weren't really into it or they didn't like it, that it was like way too, it was like a textbook, like it's way too academic or something. Clearly those people have never read R.F. Kuang before. Like, that's her whole thing. Like, she puts a lot of research into her books, and it's not, I don't think it's difficult to get into at all, because like you have Peter and Alice and they're like joking, and there's jokes in the book. It's very funny. There's a lot of imagery. And yeah, of course there's academic stuff and like footnotes and notes that she's given us for like an extra guide if we want it. But it's not like you have to prepare to read this or anything and have to study, you know, Dante's Inferno or anything. Like, I think it's very accessible. So the people who are saying that, I don't agree with it. So, but I've read 4 R.F. Kuang books before, so if this is your first R.F. Kuang, probably wasn't the best place to start, if I'm being honest. So it's good. I'm having a good time. Beyond that, you know, I have my Christmas decor set up. It's almost, I think it's completely set up. I don't have anything else, I don't think. I might move a couple things around, but as of right now, everything is good. Tomorrow I'm having a craft night with my best friend. We're gonna do like some Christmas crafts. I don't think I'll film that one. I'll probably forget to, you know, not want to make her uncomfortable or anything. I might try, hang on, it's right here. Let me scoot and get it. I might want to start on this, which is the Lego Haunted Mansion, which I've had it since the end of September. Box hasn't been opened. But the reason I want to start it now is because for my birthday, I got the one-piece Lego Going Merry set, which is much bigger. So I feel like I need to do this one first. So we might start on this, might not, might do some puzzling, might not. But just want to check in and share what I've read. It's going well, having a good time. There's nothing that I'm really disliking about it so far. The only thing would be like, no, there's nothing right now. I think it's just Alice being, she's not, I wouldn't say she's an unreliable narrator, but I feel like she's trying to project her feelings, and like that's the only way you should feel about something. But only 36%? 36%? I don't know what happened there. I had a stroke. 36% of the way through, so I imagine character growth will happen, but both of the characters are very likable. So we got Rick Grimes still missing in hell, so this has been a long update. So I'm going to go. We might do some Legos, so I'll catch in with you in a little bit. Hi, it's been 2 days. It's the day after Thanksgiving, so enjoyed Thanksgiving meal last night with my family. But I'm back at my apartment, and I've done some serious reading. I've read about 220 pages, around that much. I have almost exactly 100 pages left of Katabasis, so I just have one little page marker left. So I'm going to move to the couch from the bed and sit down and finish it. I'm not sure what I'm going to rate it. It's definitely, depending on how it ends, obviously, it's either going to be like a 4.5 or a 5-star. Don't know which one it's going to be yet. I'll probably have to sit on it, honestly, for a couple hours. Right now I'm leaning toward, I don't know, because, you know, I gave Babel 5 stars. And this is, I feel like, a good mix of Babel and the Poppy War. The Poppy War, in terms of like characters and how they're acting, like the humor, is more popular, but the story is more babble. So I don't know. So I'm gonna have to think about it once I finish it. But what I said earlier is true. Alice and Peter are going through all the circles of hell trying to find Professor Grimes, which they have not been able to find him yet. They've been running into different characters and creatures. They ran into, what's his name? The three-headed dog in hell. I just read about him, but I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I don't know. But, they're traveling down the river doing all this stuff. They're learning more about, Alice is learning more about Peter's past and why he's been treating her a bit differently than he used to. And Peter's learning more about what Alice has been through. And so, at the same time, they're both kind of hating on each other, but also oh, okay, I understand where they're coming from. So, I'm hoping, I don't know what's going to happen at the end, but I'm enjoying it because 100 pages left and they still haven't found Professor Grimes. I'm obviously not going to tell you what happens, but I'm liking it. It's really good. When I started it, I was worried that Kwong might have been doing too much. Like the Alice in Wonderland, which is not, I wouldn't say it's very Alice in Wonderland-ish. It's just that the main character's name is Alice, so I don't know. Whoever told me that it was Alice in Wonderland, not really. But it's still a great time. And I will say, I don't think I mentioned this earlier, there's a cat, a cat that can go from hell to the living world, so that's fun. His name is Archimedes. I really like that. Beyond that, not doing much. It's so cold. It's 44 degrees outside, and now that I'm not in my bed, it's cold now outside of the blankets and stuff. So I'm going to sit on the couch under a blanket and chug through the rest of this 100 pages, 110 pages. So we will do that, and then I will get you some reviews. So, I'm excited. I don't know, it feels like a classic R.F. Kuang, It's just, this book is very her. And so, I'm happy that I'm very happy with it. So, enough rambling, let's finish this book, and I'm excited. It's finally here, the end is here, so, let's finish it. Hey, I worked just a little bit on the Lego set. I just did one bag, but we have a little skeleton, werewolf man, haunted tree, and then the front gate. So that's all that was in bag one. I'm not going to do any more tonight. I'm going to do some reading now, but that's bag one. Done. Okay, the time has come. I have finished Katabasis by R.F. Kuang. I literally just finished it. Tell me why I like the last few pages. I felt like I needed to cry. Oh man, that was a journey, literally. Okay, so first of all, I'm trying to organize my thoughts as I'm speaking. So this is either going to be a 4.5 or a 5-star read. Just don't know which one. I'm leaning towards 5-star, but I don't know. But obviously very highly rated by me, regardless of which one I go with. It was just so good. She lost me for like 2% of the book. Like with oh my gosh. With some of the stuff Alice was having to do, I got lost for a little bit. The Citadel, the other place she was at, I was a bit lost, didn't know what was happening. It was kind of skimming a little bit. But then she brought it back, like she always does. R.F. Kuang always brings it back. And it was so good. So good. So yeah. I think... So I would say the beginning was very, very strong. The middle kind of fell a bit, but the ending was also very, very strong. So 4.5, 5 stars, we'll see where it lands later. I'll probably try and put it in editing where I'm leaving it. It was so good. And what everyone's been saying, or some people have been saying, you know, it's too academic. You gotta prepare to read this. No, you don't. No, you don't. Like, come on. Use your brain a little bit. You don't have to prepare at all to read this. I mean, would it be... I mean, if you had previously read Dante's Inferno or the Divine Comedy, sure, you probably would have had some insights, but I don't think that takes away from the book at all. But seeing Peter and Alice's journey, it was definitely a ride. It was just so fun. It's definitely, like I said, I think I said earlier, it's a mix of Poppy War and Babel, where you're getting the humor and the characterization from the Poppy War, but you're getting the storytelling and the world building from Babel. So it's like a good mix of both worlds. So I have a few tabs on here. I only tabbed like the first half of the book. I have no tabs for the latter half, but you know, whatever. Some of the side characters were really good in here. It was a good read, if I'm being completely honest. I enjoyed it. My most anticipated book of the year. One of my top reads of the year for sure. It was just, I'm always happy when there's a new R.F. Kuang, and this is the first time where I'm actually like time relevant or, you know, caught up with her releases, so that's exciting. In terms of, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure she's working on multiple things right now, but I'm just excited to see what she does next. So I'll try and post my rating here somewhere, my final rating, once I've thought about it for a bit. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up the vlog here. I did it. I read Katabasis and loved it. So, and Calypso knows that it's almost time for her dinner. So I think it's time to log off to say goodbye in the vlog. So thank you so much for watching and joining me on this journey. I know it was a very like chatty, I didn't do a bunch of like hobby stuff, but I really did want to focus just on Katabasis, which I did. So that is Katabasis by R.F. Kuang. Once again, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to. It's not mandatory. But another one in the books for this year. So thanks for watching. Calypso and I will see you in the next video. Bye.